I'm Lee.
And I'm Nick.
And we are the Lodge Guys. Last year, we travelled Europe in our self-converted campervan Taylor.
Join us on the latest series by clicking the subscribe button below as we head to Spain for more van adventures and escape the UK winter.
Good morning, welcome to a new vlog. We are waking up next to Taylor the campervan in France, and today, fingers crossed, as long as nothing goes wrong, we are heading into Spain. We're only about an hour away from Spain, so we're in this camping car park, which you may have seen on the last vlog, which is just basically a car park with a fence around it and then electric hookups and water and what have you. It's perfectly flat, so we didn't have to put any levelling ramps or anything like that. So today, as long as nothing goes wrong, we are heading into Spain through the Pyrenees.
So the rules in Spain for wild camping or even sleeping in your van is you cannot get your patio furniture out, you can't use levelling ramps, or you're considered as a camper, but you can sleep in your vehicle overnight, which is a bit of a strange
rule. So it's going to be definitely different. We're going to be using like park for nights, things like that, rather than the camping car parks which we've used, which is a shame. It's great in France for the camping car parks, but we'll see how it compares now to Spain. Once we set off, we've done all those checks, we've filled up with water, we've cleaned down, we've got rid of the waste, we've got rid of the rubbish, so it's just time to set off. Right, next stop, Spain. So there's the Pyrenees, which we are heading through.
Well, through the little bit.
Yeah, thankfully we're just going through this little bit here. The last time we saw those, apart from this trip, was when we were on the plane to Lanzarote, and I said to Nick, look out there, look at all the Pyrenees. And we were flying above them. Hopefully the last toll of this little French leg of the trip. Let's see how much the charge is. We've only come about, what?
5 miles?
2 miles since I had to get the ticket at the toll. So let's see what the charge is on this one. Stop. €4.60. Hopefully the last one. Here we go into the mountains. What's this on the top of this hill? And look, it's got like a...
It's like a villa or something.
I don't know, it's like a pyramid.
Oh, it's like a pyramid.
With steps going up.
I'm sure if you Googled it, you find it.
Yeah, and something at the top, like a monument, and look, you go here and maybe like find out about it and where to get up. Here we go. Entering Spain.
Hola!
Hola, we're here. After a few extra days that we thought it was going to be, we are here in Spain.
So we're going back down the other side of the Pyrenees now.
So that back there was the monument of Catalan. It's an iconic and historically significant landmark in the heart of Catalonia, Spain. There's a massive sculpture designed by Joseph Louis Sert and Joan Miró. Stands as a symbol of Catalan identity and resilience. And it says on Google it's temporarily closed. Right, our first fill up in Spain. And it's 163.
164 a litre. That's about 40 pence cheaper than the last time we filled it up. 40 cent. We've got to put a UK sticker on, so we've pulled over to do that.
Right, the UK sticker's on, and we've got about 10 minutes until we get to Besalu. Right, here we are. So this is where we got parked. Now we found this on Park for Nights, and it's actually really, really good. So they've got all these like diagonal spaces. As you can see, there's other camper vans here. The town is just up there, I believe, like a 10-minute walk or so. And you can empty your water and things like that. If you want to drop off your weight,
I think your house is free.
Yeah.
But your fresh water is chargeable.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure whether it's in there.
I think that's if you want to drop off your rubbish and stuff like that.
Yeah, it did say that actually.
So there's no charge to stay here, which is great.
There's no power though.
No, there's no power,
But
and there's no water.
We've got 7 days worth of power. Well, we don't use anything.
There is water, but like Nick said, I think there's a charge. But you can't go wrong again.
Is there a charge? 1 token for 100 litres, and you get it from
100 litres, that's not bad.
Yeah, we don't need.
Don't know how much it is, that, but you can drop off your.
20 litres.
So, not bad at all. That. There's Taylor, and there's a restaurant just over there, and it looks like a little trolley train up to town, but we're going to walk up. Yeah, and you can
drop your sewage, but you can't reach your bottle. Not without your water.
Yeah.
Right, we've arrived, and I must say it reminds me so much of Montepulciano. It's got the Tuscan look from the trees behind me here, and it's just mind blowing.
Well, here's the tourist information.
Oh yeah, so you get your tokens for the water and garbage disposal in the part for nights here. So we're walking over what is an 11th century bridge here, and it's one of the only bridges in the world that's got a gatehouse in the centre. The whole town is basically, there's 2 towns actually. There's one which is like the medieval town, and then as you will see on the drone footage, there's another town at the side of it which is like the modern town, but it all flows over the El Flovia River. I have probably said that completely wrong, but we're off to have a look, and we've been talking to Stacey. She's sat in Sarasota. She's found us a brewery. So I'm just saying to Lee, we may even stay the night here actually.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice.
So there we go, you can see this is the river that flows under, this is the bridge we drove in on, and then this is the walking bridge that dates back, how many years is that? Almost 1,000 years, isn't it? My God.
And just so you all know, I have looked up the equivalent of a cafe au lait in Spanish.
And you've already forgotten it?
I've already forgotten what it is, so I'll just look it up again. It is café con leche. Let me see how it says it.
The Spanish equivalent of a café au lait is café con leche.
Café con leche. You ask first.
Con leche.
So yeah, there we go. That view there just looks like we were in the car park in Montepulciano, do you know what I mean? And
Bella and Edward
running up there, apart from it's all Spanish. Right, let's get into the city and have a look. It's got cobbled streets, and then just there you've got like the start of the Pyrenees.
Wow, I love it. It's just so different from France, where we've just come from.
And it's so warm as well.
Yeah.
It's not baking.
No, it's not baking. It's just nice.
Cold.
It's beautiful weather.
Even though the harpsichordion, I mean, there's obviously still, because we're still very close to the French border, there's still going to be a lot of French influence.
Yeah,
like the accordion there, and that music, that wasn't Spanish, that was French.
Oh, it's so peaceful here. It's lovely. And just about to go into the gatehouse. Looks like a face, like an evil face.
Yeah. So we're just looking up a few more facts before we go into the city. The gates to the city are, that's the fortified gates on the 11th century bridge, and then the entrance to the city is there. We've still got the Christmas decorations up, so it may look pretty cool tonight when we come back. I think we've decided we're staying now, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. So some of the things that it's got a romantic Romanesque. That's it.
Romanesque.
Monastery. It's got a 11th century royal curia palace. And when we were watching a vlog this morning, I saw some guy doing a vlog that said that one time Besalu actually used to be its own country before it lost its independence to become part of France. And the actual capital of Besalu was Besalu, because this was the country itself, which would make it smaller than the Vatican.
Let's go through this arch into the cobbled streets, and again it reminds me of something off Game of Thrones.
Montepulciano for me.
Oh, there's like a magic shop there with a dragon over it, look.
Where?
El Drac Magic. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Cobbled streets.
I love it when you find somewhere that's just completely kind of blows your mind, and this is thanks to one of our viewers, isn't it?
Yeah, somebody put it on one of our Facebook comments, so I'm not sure who it was, but thank you for suggesting it. It was one of the first places as we came into Spain. There was 2 others. I'm not sure whether we're going to have time to visit, but yeah, I love it so far.
Right, our coffees have arrived. Café con leche, quite small. and strong. Actually, it's really nice. Actually,
But it does taste like a cafe au lait, just like
yeah,
it actually.
yeah. I could do with a bit more milk in them. I mean, like a latte.
It's made of milk.
But I've just looked it up, and the Spanish equivalent of a latte is café con leche as well. So you'd still get this if you asked for a latte.
But
Nice
you get
though.
more.
And look at this view for coffee. The beautiful bridge. It is red hot in here. I've had to take my top off.
They're still scraping snow and ice off the cars at home.
I'm baking. Right, so we came to Spain and we were discussing about having paella and traditional Spanish things. So thank you, gracias.
Thank you.
So of course we've gone for Italian pizza.
That's what we do in France as well.
Nick's still got a little bit of a cold. Getting better though, isn't it now? And
Right.
well, one of them's supposed to be margarita and one's salami, but
So we are sharing.
yeah, I don't know which we're sharing
One of
each other's
each other's.
flavours. Yeah. Right, we've had us lunch and us coffee, so we're continuing up to the top of the medieval town. It's a bit nippy in the shade. It's nice actually because we were just sat there having coffee, absolutely roasting.
Oh, this is the square that I saw on the vlog this morning. Remind me of Valbonne. Do you not think?
Yeah, I can't remember which Valbonne is.
So we went with the kids and you're engineer?
Oh yeah. There's so many French town names, I can't remember them all. Oh, look at this. Is this paella? Yeah, it is. Let's have a look at what we could have got here.
I don't know why they say, how some people say paella.
That's how you say it, I think.
No,
I think it's just as
Americans-
Brits that say paella.
I think Americans announce it paella.
Paella.
But it's paella.
Oh, that's one I'd go for. I'd go for like a chicken one. I don't like all the tentacles and
Maybe
stuff.
we'll come back tonight and we'll get one to share.
We could have had that for his lunch. I said to Nick, should we just have a little walk into town before we have...
I have a feeling that on an evening it's all lit up and
Yeah, but
it's
it's
very
nice.
Monty Python.
Yeah. Friggin' hell, he didn't slow down much and he just whizzed around here.
Like that between the buildings.
They're like squeezing their vehicles down here. Oh, I just missed the bells going. Oh, there they go. What, 2 o'clock, is it? I wonder how old that door is. Oh, it's a gallery. Art show gallery. Open studio, Oscar Serra.
The thing is, it's 2 o'clock, which means it's siesta time until 4. So anything we see shut now
Yeah.
could actually just be because it's out of season, or it could be because it's just siesta. But
Yeah.
there is quite a lot of things open actually. There's quite a lot of restaurants and there's a couple of breweries which we want to check out as well.
Right, I've just been Googling it, and apparently some scenes from Game of Thrones were actually filmed here. In this town, Besula.
I've never seen it, so
I don't know which scenes. Oh, is that it?
there's other parts of Game of Thrones that are filmed on the other coast near Bilbao.
Yeah. We've come to a dead end.
You think it would like when that's all in bloom, that tree?
Yeah, but beautiful.
It'd be like something out of Star Wars, wasn't it?
Star Wars? Oh, yeah.
Star Wars, yeah. Like when
Oh, look at that orange tree.
a guy just went through there. I wonder if that's like a private house or whether it's just. Oh, it's the gatehouse on the bridge.
Oh, the gatehouse. Oh, look at you from the other side. There's some statues on top of the gatehouse.
Oh yeah, I got a picture of them on the way in.
Wow. And Taylor's just over there in that car park. What an amazing park for nights.
Let me get a picture. Right, so we would love to get up there, but every single access port to it, access gate, is closed off at the minute. So it's probably because it's out of season. But there's a little notice board here that tells you that it's the Count's Castle, and during the first half of the 11th century, Count William I initiated construction of a new castle. Although nothing remains today, the clock tower indicates the spot where it formerly stood. But it just looks, it's got very Tuscan looks to it. Do you know what I mean? With the tall trees. And you can see the clock tower just over the back there. But we have got some aerial footage which you've just seen.
Right, so we have decided we're going to stay here tonight because it's such a beautiful place. So we're going to head back to Taylor now, catch up on some work and things like that for a couple of hours until it gets dark, and then come and head back into the town to see what it's like all lit up. Fingers crossed it's all lit up and all open.
And have some paella.
And have some paella.
Glad we got here when we did, because there's a lot of cars and campers in the car park now. And there's a bar there and a restaurant right on the front. How convenient. So, like we said, it is actually illegal to wild camp in Spain. But like I said, sleeping in your car's fine, and parking in a car park with other motorhomes is fine. But if any sign of camping, like putting your leveling ramps up or getting your table and chairs out or sun lounges or rugs and things like that, it's a sign that you're basically setting up residence there and they don't like that and you can get moved on. Right, we've been back about 3 hours. Yeah. Just been watching movies and just chilling out. Liz been doing some editing, and we're going to go out. It doesn't look on Google Maps like anything's open, so we're going to go and have a bimble. We have got food in the fridge, but we're going to go and have a bimble and see if anything's open in the ancient town. But hopefully we can just get some more footage from like it looking atmospheric and then come back and have food. But I'm hoping at least something will be open. But you know what? The only thing I could find open was another pizzeria. But I'd have pasta there. Hopefully truffle pasta, truffle cream pasta.
Right, let's go and see what's open. Right, it's got dark, so it's time to see what is open in this little town, if anything, in the evening in January.
I think most things will shut at 7, to be honest.
Well, it's a good job it's only 6. Was that door shut today? Are they closing off the town?
I hope not.
They haven't put the Christmas lights on.
Nice, they're doing some work.
Yeah, the dragon shop's still open.
This one's closed.
The paella shop is closed, gutted. Unless it opens a little bit later.
What's down there? We've not been down there yet.
There doesn't seem to be much open. There's a shop here. Bustling is the word I wouldn't use for this town. I imagine everywhere's going to be like this until we get down to like Benidorm and Alicante.
Not down there.
Most places will be like this in January.
Pizza shop then it is, because the pizza shop is open until 10:30. Did we try that other roll that we saw earlier?
Right, so this is the one that we found that is open. There's nobody in it, apart from the server, the owner, whatever. And it's just going to translate the menu. It looks like they do pizzas and las empadas.
What?
Ensaladas.
Yeah, don't
all those kind of things.
Don't say that when we're in there.
So I'm sure we'll find something to eat.
Right, we'll switch to Spanish.
And I fancy they've got a big sign that saying gin and tonic on the front. I might fancy one actually. I know, I just fancy something like that.
Pizza it is. Spanish pizza.
There's the menu. So there's pizzas and there's nice sounding salads as well.
Didn't have any truffle pasta. It was a cream-based pizza with truffle on, but I didn't fancy that. So we're going to get a salad and a large pizza and then just have it family style.
Yeah. And they've got the candles out. And we're just waiting for the server to come.
So when we sat down in the restaurant, the Italian waiter, it's Italian, at least saying gracias to him anyway.
Well, we're in Spain.
But that's back to one side. Never knew that Catalan was actually another language within Spain. And they have common links, but the pronunciation makes them completely sound different, apparently. I've just googled it.
Is it another language I need to learn?
Don't even try. You keep saying hola. So I just googled it, and apparently it's got menus in Catalan, English and Spanish.
Right, excuse the orange camera, but our food has arrived. So we've got a pepperoni pizza, salami.
That looks like sour cream, doesn't it?
Yeah,
and
it's cheese.
It's the burrata.
Like mozzarella.
With pesto. And then we've got empasada.
Something like that, yeah.
One's chicken, one's beef. We're going to share it.
Yeah, we're going to share it.
I don't know what's in that. There's walnuts.
There's
pesto.
olives.
I think there's cherry tomatoes. There's sun-dried tomatoes. So we're just going to have it family style.
Verdict. Very nice. I really like this burrata cheese as well.
The light's so orange and yellow.
It's really orange, isn't it?
It is quite atmospheric, but the camera doesn't represent it. But what was that? Like the salad.
Burrata cheese.
It was. We need to try and get that again when we get up. It was delicious, especially drizzled in pesto.
What are the nuts? Hazelnuts.
Walnuts.
That was very nice, actually. It wasn't anything out of this world, but it was very nice.
It was very atmospheric and very cultured. We did see another restaurant up the road that looked like a kid's party. With ice creams and things. Yeah, it looked like IKEA cafe.
Yeah. But no, I'm glad we weren't there. The pizza was okay, and the salad was good. Loved that burrata cheese.
With pesto on. Oh, nice.
I love a salad I love a pizza with salad, and then eating a pizza with a knife and fork with the salad. It's just what I love.
We've both just instantly turned tired now.
Yeah, we have like, now we've just finished that. They did have tiramisu in there. It kind of tempted me a little bit, but we're just going to have a little dessert back in the van. Right, we are back in the van, and this is the dessert I'm going to have. Nick's thrown the top away, but they're like custard out, the little custard pots, but they're super custardy. Almost like what you get in a, them creme caramel things. What do you call them? Where you it's got like a
Creme
sugar
brulee.
creme brulee. They almost taste like one of those.
Well, they did have creme brulee flavour and creme praline.
So now I've got to do the nighttime job of dusting down this floor as well because it's absolutely filthy.
Well, I'm taking my medicine. Anybody else that with a motorhome, let us know in the comments below whether you're always cleaning the floor. Well, you can do that, and within 15 minutes, it's back to being like bits and crumbs everywhere.
Yeah, not
but
quite.
We just don't know where it comes from.
I've not done it today, so it's really bad.
Yeah, but you usually do it about 3-4 times a day. Anyway, you're doing a good job. Carry on.
Get the frig out of bed. Can you do the blinds at the back, please? Breakfast in the sun. So the plans today.
I'm going to Tossa de Mar, and I have 2 sites geared up. One is on the cliff tops
To park.
to park. The other one is in a car park, like in the town, but not very scenic. So while we've been here making breakfast, the local police had been round. I did read this on reviews, and police in Spanish towns do patrol car parks, but as long as you're not exhibiting camping behaviour, so table and chairs out, mats, awnings, you're levelling ramps, anything that would determine that you are camping there is strictly prohibited in Spain. But you're quite happy to sleep in your vehicle, which is camping activity as well, if you ask me, but that's the law and that's what they do. So she's walked round, she went to every campervan, had a look and walked round and just walked off, didn't she?
She didn't knock or anything like that.
No.
I'd just like to show you this campervan here, if you can see it. The
Heimer. Oh, it's not a Heimer.
the windows are a bit steamed up, but that is like a frigging coach.
That's Lee's next one he wants.
One day. Can you imagine driving them down little narrow streets?
No. What a glorious freezing morning. The sun's out, but it's very cold first thing in the morning in Spain, and France as well, to be honest. We've just noticed that a lot of the campervans are now leaving. People are using the Elson points. €3 for 100 litres of water and €3 for an hour worth of electric. We were going to top up, but we've still got 20 litres of water left from we filled up yesterday. So we're not going to bother, and tonight we're going to be staying off grid again, and there's enough battery charge with the drive and solar to give us enough power for 24 hours. Bloody hell, everybody's leaving in mass. Lee's just cleaning the floor of the van.
Again.
This is less than 12 hours since he did it last, and again it's full of dust and sand and all sorts of crap.
Our whole living apartment is in one area, so it generates so much dust.
Well, yeah, but where's it coming from?
Even when you make the bed,
You've missed a bit by your knee. So I'm just getting the van ready, and this is all that's left. Beautiful town. It's about 1,000 feet above sea level here, so it's not too high, so it should be a little bit warmer. And the coast is going to be about 16 degrees this morning.
Look at the queue for the
I know.
Elson point.
Everybody's leaving. Bloody hell. There's a right queue. Look at them all. TV,
Yep, done it all.
table,
Checklist. TV, table,
seats,
kettles in.
diffusers, plants, worktops cleared,
All done, all nice and clean. I've cleaned, I've dusted,
inverter off.
done washing up, med bed, all sorted. Time to go to our next destination,
Bloody little light.
which is what? Tossa de Mar.
Tossa de Mar.
Look at that, all built into the side of the cliff. I don't know where it is. All built inside the wall. Right, on our way to our next destination,
Nice
and
little
look,
park up there.
we're just about to leave Besalu. So we are almost in Tossa de Mar, and which is our next park up for the day and night.
We've got two choices.
We've got two choices. Nick found one, and our friend Hannah, who always helps us find things, Found one on a bend, it looks like, on a cliff top with an outlook to the sea, which looks beautiful. And then a backup we found on a vlog of some guys that did campervan in here, which is like a proper car park. So if we can't get in this sea view one, we've got a backup.
Exit the roundabout onto Avinguda de Catalunya.
They didn't actually say what
no, they
park
didn't say
it
what
was.
park it was, but Nick found it on. I paused it, and then Nick found it on.
Found the sign
on Google,
and then I cross-referenced the sign and found the sign, and it was like unbelievable. I found it.
Which is the reason why we like to give so much information about where we're staying. We put what 3 words on, and you know, for people that are watching these vlogs, so if you ever want to come here, because we look at other people's vlogs and try and find parks up and like, oh, that's a nice park up, and you know, this particular vlog, there were a really nice looking park up, but they didn't say where it was, what it was called or anything, so we had to like search for it on Google Maps. So we are 4 minutes away.
Take the first
Show you
exit
what I
onto
can see.
Avinguda de
So it's getting quite built up now.
We're going up there.
We're going up there. So come on, Taylor girl. Get your engine started.
The last few minutes because the roads have been
really windy. I've been having to hold on while we've been going around corners and stuff. So it's only 3 minutes away, this park up. So hopefully, with it being January, it will be.
We get choice.
Get choice. Look at that! It's like a big pineapple in the middle of the road. Wow. So this is the first park up, which we may not stay here actually because it's very steep. So we won't be able to get. Level, but wow, look at that view.
Christ, we could sleep here tonight if we wanted to. Oh my god.
That's the old town there. Wow.
Very misty in distance, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very misty, but it's nice and mild. Oh, look at that. Look at, like, you can walk down there by the looks of things.
I don't fancy walking there. Actually, we could do.
And that's where it is, so it's steep, so we never get level.
Well, the problem is you won't be able to get shower because all the water would go against the back wall.
But wow, worth it for just a look at this view.
I wish I could open up my window, step into a world of long lost time, change the scene like flipping through the channels of our life. Little things are never quite so simple once you look up close and see the lines. And sometimes I think someday was so long ago, time rolls by.
Right, so we are going to go down into town, but there looks to be some rain clouds coming, so we thought we'd spend half an hour here.
Just have dinner, breakfast,
have
whatever
lunch,
you want to call it.
A tortilla, which Nick got the other day, with
Dead
some
dim, just put 'em on
cheese. And then we'll go down into town, have a look around the whole town. Hopefully it's not going to be raining all day. Still think it's forecast to, is it? Got some right grey clouds coming.
Well, they've been coming while we were driving down, so just going to have this.
Have this, then we'll go in for a coffee. Oh, what is it again? Café con leche. Not a bad view for his lunch, is it, that?
No.
I think that's the... I thought that were our car moving then.
What, the brakes creaky? It's a motorbike behind us. Do you brake it?
Yeah. Freaking hell. Come for lunch. Hello. So, there's people on the beach, but those clouds are coming in. Hopefully they'll bugger off soon because we are going down there.
It's going that way. It's not coming up, it's going that way. So, fingers crossed.
Yes.
Right. Bon appetit.
Down here.
Just whip this together.
Yes. With that beautiful view. Right, so we've had an hour there. We would love to stay here, but it's on a complete slope.
The shower water would flood the van.
Yeah, and it's a very busy place with cars, bikers, police came. They didn't say anything to us, but there's people coming and going all the time. So it is like a van lifer's dream to have that. But
we've had an hour here.
Yeah, well, now we've enjoyed it. We're going to go to the second park up, which is I think is it more down in town?
It's
Head west on Carretera Blaines
Over there.
Feliu,
That way.
GI 682 towards Cara Manuel Vila.
It's that way, so
that.
it's just 5 minutes away, and it's proper car park, so it's on the flat, and we'd feel more comfortable about leaving Taylor there as well while we're going to explore the town. But this is just
Safety
like a,
numbers and
yeah,
stuff.
this is just a pull-in, and there were
we
other
may end up coming back. You never know.
There were other camper vans here when we got here, but there's none now. They've all gone. So
They came for a picture.
yeah,
We came for dinner.
yeah. Right, this looks a better place to stay, because look at the number of camper vans here. Friggin' tons of them. As Nick said before, or we've said before, it always feels safer when you're in a park up with lots of other camper vans. Oh,
Back here or on here with
a
these?
UK one there. So at this time of year, there's lots of dogs, but also it's free to park here. Well, you said so.
They don't park for nights that it was free.
Yeah, well the barrier's up. There's no barriers.
Thousands of motorhomes here.
Yeah, I love it.
The barriers are on the roof at the minute.
Yeah, so the barriers are up and there's nobody in this booth, and we're going to head into town. I hope those clouds bugger off. It's making it a little bit chilly because the sun's not out.
Right, so the park up is right next to the Asklat supermarket. And you can see all the van lifers driving out at the minute. And it's got toilets in the bus station, which is handy if you don't have an onboard toilet. We do, but there we go. So
It's always nice to use the public toilet though.
Lee doesn't like using the toilet in the van.
I use the toilet in the van when
He's managed a week.
emergency.
He's managed a week without a number 2 in there.
Right, we'll just head into the beach, or what's it called?
Beach.
No, it's called I've forgotten the Spanish word for it.
Platgus.
Something like that.
Beaches, Platgus. Well, the only beach is Player, isn't it?
So we've already noticed that a lot more shops seem to be open here. So
No people though.
No, there's not many people around, but more shops are open. 'Cause
Supermarkets.
I think it's more of a tourist place, Tossa de Mar.
Yeah. But we're in the Costa Brava now, so
Yeah.
height of summer, this place will be absolutely heaving with like people on holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know what airport the UK people would fly into here though. Maybe Barcelona.
Yeah, maybe.
And then get like a transfer here.
And we're on the beach.
It looks so much smaller from
Down below, from
when you
when.
look at it on the drone.
So we were up there when we were parked up.
About half a mile that way,
Yeah.
and the drone literally flew behind the old town there,
Yeah.
round it, round the fortress thing, round the back, and then round, and then back out there across the rock and back up the cliff. If we get down here, we should be able to see where we're
parked, and I'm glad
And
to
the sun's
say,
out, and Lee, stop moaning.
yeah, it's a little bit chilly when the sun's not out. There's cafes and things open,
Poppos.
so we can get a coffee.
Oh, there's a nice little beach round there. Almost down below where we were parked.
Oh, it's lovely now that sun's out. Or a bit cold before.
You can't even see where we were parked.
Well, it was up on those rocks somewhere.
For a paddle.
No, I'll let you do if you want to. So, from looking at vlogs, I think this is quite a popular place for tourists and Brits coming abroad in the summer months. But it's just a nice, relaxed vibe.
Look at the elevated beach
Yeah.
with all the sand that's washed in.
So I think that's a big hotel there.
Look at the hotel rooms that are empty
Yeah.
with all the shutters down.
Yeah. And then the old town is there.
Well, we watched a vlog where some guy called it the old town. But
Yeah,
we don't know
well, it
for
looks
sure.
like the old town to me. Right, so we're going to head up to the medieval village part of the town, which I call Old Town. I think they call it Old Town.
Some things are labelled as old town.
Yeah,
So
so it looks like it's a windy road all the way around.
it's the far right hand side of the beach. So when you
Yeah.
get to the beach, turn right and you get to this cobble road and you just.
Oh, surely we can see where we parked now.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
I think it was just there. That's where we were parked with the
Don't be
van.
there at the minute.
No. All right, let's
Can't
get up
believe that
here.
the drone came from there
I know.
all the way here.
Right, yes, it is called the Old Town. It's called Villa Vella. And you can see there it's called the Old Town.
And it's actually famous for being in the movie Pandora and the Flying Dutchman, which I've never heard of.
No, but is it Ava Gardner in it or something? And there's a statue of the...
Ring your dad, ask him.
No, there's a statue of the lead female actress. I forgot what she's called. She may
Well,
be called
it was
that.
there in a vlog.
Yeah.
Well, let me just have a quick look. 'Cause I've got it up on Google.
It's from the 1950s, isn't it, or something? And apparently it put the town on the map back then. Beautiful now the sun's out. Nick was just saying he misses like the hustle and bustle of people, but I like the quietness. Obviously with it being out of season, I think it's just so peaceful and calming. But Nick says he wishes there were more people here. I don't think we'll get that until we go. Maybe Barcelona and then Benidorm. Who is it? Who is it?
It's Ava Gardner.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said Eva?
Yeah.
You said Eva?
Just heading down to this rock bit here to have a look at the view.
Don't fall in. That's my job. You want to go down?
No, I'm fine where I am here. Don't fall in.
Me? I would never fall in.
There she is, Ava.
Hollywood landed in 1950.
1950.
Flying Dutchman.
Well, never heard of it. My dad might have watched it.
Just walking up on this cobble. It's actually not too bad. I was just saying to Lee, I'm on this road trip. I'm comparing the heat in the summer of the old road trip to this one, and we've always said to ourselves, never try and recreate a previous memory or a previous holiday, because you can never do it. Nothing ever lives up to the memory of something.
You see, so far I'm enjoying this one more.
I'm enjoying it. It's just
I'm enjoying this one more.
the cold is just different.
The heat ruined the last one for me.
I didn't mind the heat. It was just a few days when it was really bad, that's all. But this one's a little bit too cold. I mean, obviously, the further south we go, we're going to get warmer days.
When the sun hits you, it's nice.
And I'm thinking, do we stay here tonight or do we move on? I mean, we do have a campsite booked for Barcelona for tomorrow, for the next 2 days, but we could always head down there earlier, once we've seen the town. I mean, there's nothing open. At least in Barcelona, it's a major city and it's not like a tourist place, so therefore you're going to get a lot more choice for restaurants and coffee shops and things like that.
There's no rush.
You cheeky swine. All you've done all day with me is rush me.
Just enjoy the
We were sat up on that ledge on that with the car, and he just kept going on about moving.
I wanted to come down to town.
Well, now you're here.
Right, we've stopped for a cappuccino and a café con leche.
Would you call coffee with milk?
Yeah, did it when it came out,
leche. Leche is milk.
Probably just
isn't it?
milk, yeah. So, well, yeah, because cafe au lait is with milk. So that's our view. And, oh, somebody's coming to say hello, see if you've got anything for it. Oh my goodness, that might be the best brownie I've ever tasted in my life.
Try it now.
Ooh, it's very moist.
It's very moist.
Warm.
Watch out. It's just missing a little bit of ice cream.
I was just thinking, I thought you were getting cream off, but you weren't getting it, Bill.
Yeah, so you've got like a apple
And custard, it
apple
seems.
what, tart or something?
Let me try this.
Sure. Good.
Can't taste much apple.
Well, it's
custard's
covered
nice.
in apple.
Couldn't resist a nice little
mind if I do.
Spanish vino. Go on, have a drink. Go on, let's see that dry January. Touch your lips.
Even just the smell of it is nice. It smells like a nice red wine, that.
is.
I am doing dry January, though.
Yeah,
I
you almost cracked last night.
I almost had a fancy gin and tonic at that.
I don't know why you set yourself targets.
That's
Just
right.
have what you have when you want.
Well, I know, but it's
Don't
also...
live by other people's rules and
It's my rule.
Break
I
it.
like to do
Rules for
dry
breaking.
January. Last year I managed 6 months, but it might be nice. but
Cheers.
it's poison. Yeah, cheers. I said it might be nice, but it's poison in a glass, so
we'll stop sniffing it then.
it does smell nice though. It smells like a really good red wine.
It's
that.
grapes and sugar. Chuff it. It's natural. Sure, I can't tempt you.
Very sure.
We're still sat here.
I was just saying, we're having a moment. I was just saying this has been my favourite part so far. Just
We are
sat
on day
this
2 in
bar.
France. Day 2 in Spain.
Yeah, but we've not been a week yet, is it? It's a week last Saturday. Anyway,
The first 4 days I'm writing off because
Yeah, I would just
we were
say-
just focusing on getting Starlink sorted.
This has been my favourite part so far, and I didn't expect it to be my favourite part here. And as Nick just said, you never know what you're going to find in any moment in life, not just in van life, but obviously in van life, we're in a different place all the time. We just walked up here.
Didn't expect. We just
walked
thought we were going to have a
around
coffee
the corner,
shop.
I thought, oh, we'll have a coffee at this place. And
Well, you didn't even want a coffee. You wanted to go back down and in the harbour.
town, but we sat here, and Nick's got a red wine, I've got a sparkling water, I've had my coffee.
We've been here for an hour and a half
We're
now.
just doing some social media work, just chatting with some people back home.
Rubbing the noses
Rubbing the
in it.
faces in that it's all starting back home, yeah. And just enjoying life so much now at this moment. It's all because we've got a van. So
It's
let
like
us-
butterfly-
let us know in
butterfly.
the comments below if we've got a motorhome or a van, because you'll know exactly what I mean by about you never know what's going to happen the next day if you just go out without any plans. I mean, we've got some
Rough plans.
rough what's the word?
Plans.
plans that are
Itinerary.
top level plans.
We know
But
where we're
then
going to go.
Adding to those top level plans each day. And there we go.
Also,
What's happening right now?
comment below in times in your life when you've had butterfly effect moments, where single moments have steered the course of your life.
Every single day.
I always think really deeply about this kind of thing. But the moment for us, we wouldn't be sat here if that moment, that day when we were sat in the lodge at that table and decided to buy a van.
The biggest probably.
And within
final-
20 minutes, we'd change that. We'd change what we were doing.
The biggest butterfly moment for us in our lives. Well, there's been lots actually, but it's probably the day when I was sat at my computer in 1998 and a friend of mine said, "Oh, did you know that this channel exists about Yorkshire?" And I said, "Oh, I didn't realise." When I'll go in and have a little chat with people from Yorkshire.
And you've never looked back.
And it was Nick who was running that group, and I said
I was
hello
in
to
there.
Nick, and we started chatting.
Yeah.
Had I not gone in that night, or had I not turned my computer on that night,
Oh, then it'd been a power cut.
I wouldn't have been sat here now.
Right, we're up and about. So whilst we were sat there, I looked up that ferry over there. It's actually going to be in Italy tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And it came from Barcelona, which is where we'll be going tomorrow. And we were just saying, when we were sat here, it just so reminds me of that trip when we went to Italy with the girls and we called at that place that I said always looked like something off Star Wars with
Yeah.
Christian, what's he called? Aidenson?
Something like that.
I can't remember. Luke Skywalker, the young one.
Yeah.
No, Anakin Skywalker, the young one. It just reminds me of that kind of set. But there we go. So we're saying goodbye. We've just took
I
pictures.
didn't want to leave. Nick was like, do you want to
You
go?
did
I'm
want
like,
to leave.
no,
You were
I'm like,
pressuring me.
Like, I'm not sure because I know once I leave that table, I'll regret it. But there's a lot more. We want to go and.
It's not going to be the same as this. This is one of those places. This is one of those places for years.
Yeah,
We'll be saying, can you remember when we were sat there?
Just taking a photo of it so I can remember.
And if
it
we ever
forever.
came back, we'd come straight here.
Yeah. So that's why we just had coffee and cake. The most amazing brownie I've ever had. If it had some really nice vanilla ice cream with it, it would have been the best dessert I've ever had. And that's the outlook. Can't beat that. Wow. Right, we're just walking back down.
We're
So,
walking back out the right way because we didn't come up this way.
No, it's fine. The beach is down there, and we're going to head round to the other side of the town now.
We've got to figure out what this is first. It's obviously...
It tells you here.
It was a church, you can tell that much.
It is the
Oh, it's 'cause you've got
Antigua.
the arrow. You've got the holes for the arrows to fly through. Where's the English bit? The old church fell in disuse in 18th century. Yeah, so it was a church.
Church. First mentioned in 966. Wow. Originally located outside the main village. 966.
It was damaged by an explosive powder keg by Napoleon's troops during the French War in the 19th century.
So we're inside the old town walls, the walled Villa Vella it's called, and we're just about to head out back onto the front where all the like restaurants and things start. I think this is going back down to the front and look, there's a restaurant
Well,
open.
the only restaurant that we've been looking everywhere, and the only one that's serving food is the one on the back streets.
Yeah. Right, we're on the other side of the town. These are nice apartments, lots of greenery.
Polynesian vibes.
Polynesian
What do you
vibes.
think? It does
I
look
like
very
it.
Polynesian.
Lots of shops here and bars and coffee shops and restaurants. And for some reason, there are a lot of Japanese tourists here, aren't there? I don't know why it's popular with Japanese, Italian.
Everything's open on this side of town,
Yeah.
but on the main area it's not.
Right, so we'll tell you a little bit of the history before we head back to the van about Villa Vella, which is a medieval town here. It was
Where we just walked up.
Yeah, it was actually built. The walls around the city was built in the 12th century, and it was used to. It was like it's the only fortified medieval village that still exists on the Catalan coast, and it dates back to the 12th century. And it was actually used to keep pirates out of the town. And in the height of summer, apparently there's lots of shops selling intriguing gifts and flowers and things like that.
We
I mean, for us
didn't
at the
see any
minute,
of them, did we?
everything's a bit shut, but.
So we're heading back this way to the park-up site.
Right, it's a couple of hours later. It's pitch black actually outside, but the car park is floodlit. I went down to the, because we're at the end of a bus station here. It's cold time again. And I thought I'd go down there and use their toilet rather than ours.
I've used.
Which he's used. It was rammed and there was loads of kids hanging around on skates and stuff like that. So I went to the supermarket
You said.
and bought a baguette. So I went for a pull, come back with a baguette. It's a nice warm one, so I'm going to make us some with some President's butter. And then when we came back earlier, where's the President's butter? Oh, it's here. When we went earlier to when we walked back, we called it a supermarket, and we got some really nice quality looking raspberry jam. So I'm going to make us some hot baguette, because it's still warm, with some President's butter and some raspberry jam. And we've just been watching He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and just started to watch, I came back with some Haribos as well, just started to watch Battle Beyond the Stars on Tubi, USA. We're set up for the night now, and we've got plenty of power until tomorrow. We're not sponsored by Tubi, by the way. No, we're not. We just like it. Baguette?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not... Oh, it's 10 to 7. Or just to say we're just
going to snack tonight. We've had his main meal today.
Well, I was just going to say I'm not ruling out the going onto a bar or something in a bit.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Tapas bar?
No, not for food.
Well, we can have snacks there. When in Spain.
I'm just finishing this edit.
Should we share that a little bit there then?
Yeah.
Right, I've just got to let the President's butter soften. I do love warm, fresh bread, especially when it's from a supermarket, which I didn't even mean to go in. I actually went in to use their toilets, but they'd locked them. So we can use the van toilet, but it just means then we've got to empty it all, and we're not going to be doing that until we get to our campsite at Barcelona tomorrow, which we're going to be there for 2 nights. So I'm just going to prepare this. Oh, that is very nice jam.
Strawberry?
Raspberry. My favourite jam of all. Lee's just editing. How long?
Very sweet.
How long?
How long what?
Vlog?
Until I finish?
Yeah.
10-15 minutes.
Right, we're heading back into town. Look how bright this car park is now.
Look how many vans there are.
I know. I actually love it here. I love it when it's like this and like a real sense of van life community getting together. Yeah.
My favourite saying that.
Right, back into town to see it all lit up. Right, so we're just walking into town. We're past this, which is called the Roman Villa of Ametlas.
Also known as Villa Vitalis.
Yeah, so it's from the 1st century BC.
It was actually inhabited continually until the 6th century AD and spanned several centuries of Roman rule, and it was a luxury residence. It was a large, opulent villa showcasing the wealth and status of its inhabitants.
That's very random. Christmas lights are still up here.
It reminds me of the little bit one last night.
Yeah, it does a little bit. But when we get to the end here, it's back onto the beach front.
Not having pizza tonight.
Oh no. It's like a ghost town.
That one open earlier?
Yeah, there's nothing open unless this is open.
It looks open. You know what it's going to be, don't you?
What? Oh, it's pizza. Yeah, we've already seen a pizza place open. Italians seem to open in January in Spain. Right, we're going to try on this side instead. I did think, seeing the town today, I did think that some things would be open tonight. But no, nothing at all.
It hasn't opened yet. It opens from 8 o'clock until 10.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, look at all the Christmas decorations they've got on this one. So it must have been open over Christmas, this. Because they've got all the Christmas decorations up. Oh, that would have been perfect. Not sure you'll be able to see it or not, but there's somebody fishing down there. He's got a torch and he's just thrown his line out. And we're still on the search for something open.
We keep walking past shops on the front and up the side streets with things like glued in front of them. And then there's not one. Well, that's a bar there.
I think it's because we're close
to Valencia,
where they had all the flooding, so they've been putting defence things up. So
yeah, well,
they might have had it bad when it was the flooding.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, they've got rain here because we're not that far from Valencia, but everywhere we've looked in the old town, like the doors are barricaded up. Some places they've actually built full half brick walls to seal their front doors. It's just a bit random.
I think we found the only place in town that might be open, Tapas Burgers Pizzeria. It looks busy because there's nowhere else open.
Might be having pizza yet. I'm not having pizza again. Well, it looks nice. He's throwing the dough in the air. Very busy in here, isn't it? They must be expecting a big party because there's this table here and then there's one behind us, and this is just.
It's because it's the only place open in town.
Yeah, we're just having tapas then.
Yeah.
Meatballs.
Something like that.
Craigie, yeah.
I need to be a once. This
This is like what's just happened in the last 5 minutes. The whole place is filled up. Like there's not a single seat free apart from these two here. And even as chairs have been taken because the guys behind them wanted them. I'm glad we ordered before they did. So we're just having a light snack tonight, aren't we?
Well, we'll see when it arrives.
Not quite as nice as we were expecting. It's okay, but it's just a bit of bread with some tomato sauce on.
Portion of sausage that.
Yeah, that's quite nice actually.
What were you expecting? A couple of links to Richmond?
Yeah.
The patatas bravas has just saved the day. That looks good.
It looks amazing.
Oh my god, thank god for that. That got so loud in there, it became so overwhelming. I was almost panicking. It was the problem with tapas when we've had it before. I'm walking a bit slow because the people in front are walking a bit slow, and I don't want to catch them up. The problem with tapas, we've always had tapas from the UK. We've never had true Spanish tapas.
I don't think that was true Spanish tapas.
Of course it was. We're in Spain.
It was crap.
It was crap actually, but we asked for a
soggy
portion. We asked for a portion of sausage, and it came sliced salami.
That salami was really nice. It just wasn't what I expected.
It had pepper in it. Are we going up there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It had pepper in it, and I put salt on it, and it was all right. But it was just like one of those salamis that didn't have any bite. The patatas bravas. Patatas bravas. That was really nice. Apart from the sauce, had so much sugar in it. I thought it was actually treacle that they put on it. It was really, really sweet. And then the bread. Yeah, so the bread was like they'd literally just got a tomato and just rubbed it on a bit of bread.
It was only €20.
It was like it was soggy bread.
For all of it, so it was all right just for a few snacks, but it was the worst tapas I've ever had.
It's the first authentic one you've ever had as well.
Right, we're back after the rankest tapas ever. So we
Did it rank? Are you sure?
Yeah, it was horrible. I don't think that was a traditional Spanish tapas, but we'll see because I'm sure.
How would you know you're not in Spanish?
Well, I'm sure I've had it before in Spain.
When have you had tapas in
I
Spain?
don't know, I can't remember.
You've had it in Central 42 in Beverley.
And it's very nice there in Central
That's
42 in Beverley.
not tapas. That's just an English version of it.
So we're going to just chill for the night now, and we're going to edit this vlog. Nick's going to cough a little bit more. So join us on the next vlog, where if everything goes to plan, we will be heading to Barcelona. So Nick needs to look that up while I'm editing.
No, because tomorrow we're not actually going to the centre. We're just going to have a very relaxing day, getting up. We're going to have some Spanish baguette for breakfast with some President's butter and some raspberry jam.
I can't think about food.
And then, before we go to sleep tonight, you'll be eating some.
No. So Nick's going to look that up. I'm going to do some editing, and we'll see you on the next vlog when we're heading to Barcelona. So thanks for watching today, guys. Hit the like button, click the notification bell, drop us a comment below. We'll see you on the next vlog. Bye.